Well, hello. My name is Mike Gutzmer. I write at least a biweekly column in the Columbus Telegram, and this week we're talking about rare birds that actually migrate to Nebraska and make our local area their home. And the two birds that I'm talking about are the least tern and the piping plover. And what's really interesting about those birds is they're only temporary summer residents, and they typically come year after year when terns are hatched in the nesting areas that are in these aquatic environments. And typically it's in rivers and flowing streams with lots of sand and a little bit of debris that actually assists them in nest building. Um, Typically the birds arrive in mid-May and they're here through the 1st of August. And one of the jobs that we have is to monitor those birds. The least tern has been downlisted, but is still a state threatened species, and the piping plover is an endangered species under the Federal Endangered Species Act. So our challenge is to document where the nesting actually occurs in the upper parts of the Loop River, and we actually look at the Platte River all the way down to North Bend. And we've been doing this now for Loop Power District for the last 3 years, and we've got 3 more years to go. It's been a really exciting project. We've made some really unique observations. We've been able to document nesting in actually flood damaged cornfields that filled with sand that actually the birds acclimated to a couple years ago. So these birds are used to very detrimental, highly changing riverine or aquatic environments, and I think part of the reason they probably are unique and rare is because of the nesting gravitation, or at least the nesting desires they have in these suspect environments. And certainly, with the amount of rainfall that we've had, river flow levels are different from month to month, and that can play a big part in nest success, and obviously how many adults are fledged from those nests. So this week is basically an overview of those two bird species, how and why we're involved, and obviously there's lots of other species that we look at and take into consideration, but those are the two that are the primary focus.